Just when you thought your day really sucked.
You suck!
Here comes something to make it suck even more. It's a Lamont and Tonelli podcast.
Paul, look at this. He's back.
Al Madrigal is in the studio, and local guy. He's going to be at Cobb's Comedy Club all weekend long. Good to have you back in the studio, Al.
So, it's great to be back. I had some time to kill prior to coming on, and so I walked down to the Ferry Building, and I haven't been down there forever. I didn't know how fancy it was.
Yeah.
So I went to I was like, Paul's, it's a city guy. We know all the same people, high school, all this stuff. So I'm like, I'm going to buy him a Molinari salami.
There you go.
There you go. That is the best salami.
That is the best salami.
Right
so, but the Ferry Building used to have this deli,
right.
and I would down there, and I remember in what's up in L.A. you buy one of these salamis $25, $28.
Right.
So now I'm gonna load up, and so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy 9 of these salamis, and I go in there and I go to the meat guy. I'm taking, I was someone who helps out from the comedy club. And we're walking around. I go, I swear there's a deli over here. And I go to the meat guy and I go, hey, man, was there a deli?
Right.
And he goes, oh, you haven't been here for a long time. And you're like, what year is it? Who's the president? So I ended up getting pressed juices.
That's so San Francisco.
Instead of Molinari salami.
Juices. I got you a juice.
Oh, man.
That's what's over there now. It's all
crazy.
fancy coffee and juices.
Yeah.
It's like there's 20 coffee places
It's
in
gone
there.
Southern California on us.
Oh, my God. What's happening
It's gone
up here,
LA on
guys? Listeners of The Bone, what's happening?
Hey, I got to ask you because when we found out you were coming in here, I said, oh, God, I've got to ask Al about this because you did a lot of work on The Daily Show.
Sure.
And Jon Stewart's leaving.
Yeah.
How's this affecting you?
John was really cool. So we have kids the exact same age. So I worked on I had a TV show that got canceled. And the minute it got canceled, I got a phone call from The Daily Show because I was a part-timer.
Right.
And they go, do you want to come in full-time? So now I got a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old that just got into a school in Southern California, a parish school, just like the one I went to,
Just like SI.
St. Philip the Apostle.
Oh,
then
there you go.
And then he'll go to Loyola afterwards.
Just like SI,
yeah, exactly.
the Jesuit school.
Yeah.
Right.
So my kid's on the same track I was on. I told my wife that's really important to me because it's a socioeconomic diversity and regular people.
Right.
And just I want my kids to go to school with normal kids.
Okay.
So anyway, we just get into the school and I tell my kids, I go, hey, I got this job. And Daddy's going to go to New York. Do you want to go to New York? And he says, no. He's 9.
Yeah.
And then he says, I don't want you to go. And I said, well, it's a good opportunity. He doesn't understand opportunity. And then I say, well, it's good money.
Right.
He puts his hand on my shoulder and he goes, I don't care about the money. I just want you to be around all the time.
Oh!
Yeah.
Kill.
And then I go, I didn't know what to say. I go, I'll buy you an iPad too. And he goes, all right, watch out on the subway. Don't take it at night. You take a cab. Everybody takes cabs. There's this Uber that's coming out. You should try that. So they sent me on my way, so I commute. And then John knew I was struggling with that. So now for 2 years.
So when you commuted, you would go for what, 3 or 4 days? And
I
then
go
come
for 4 days,
right.
paid $1,900 a month to rent a room in Brooklyn.
Wow.
And then flew back, I was barely there, flew back, everything. My kids would come out for the summer and on breaks. And it was sort of a wash, and I was killing myself. My body is cashew-shaped from an airline seat.
Right.
Just a mess.
Yeah.
And then I fly back nonstop, and I'm killing myself, and John knew I was killing myself, and then I met this guy who's a showrunner, and I got on this NBC show that's now canceled, but I got to, be with my family, and any network sitcom pays you a ridiculous amount of money. So when I told John that came up, he's like, what, they're going to pay you to be on television? Go for it. Yeah. And then I said, I'd like to stay on, and he goes, no problem, stay on, which he didn't typically let people do that.
When they had other projects
when
going
they
on.
had other projects, it was see you later.
Right.
And then he let me stay on, and so now the show's canceled, and I was on like 3 times last week. I was in Iowa the week before that.
You're still senior Latino correspondent?
Yeah, I really need to find another one of those guys. So, and then I worked with Trevor on something, and so hopefully I'll stay on. And
So Trevor, you know this guy.
Yeah, I met him at the show last week, and then we shot something together that's going to come out in a couple weeks.
All right, there you go.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's a super,
chemistry's good.
He's a super famous. Like, it's ridiculous. He was telling us, he goes, oh man, I go, are you gonna have a car in New York? And he goes, I bought a Lamborghini in South Africa for $580,000. And I could have bought the same car for $250 here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I doing? And then I was like, and we're sitting with an intern that makes like $10 an hour. Like 20 And he's happy to have it because he's typically unpaid. And so then he's super popular. And then I saw him go into the Met Gala in a white dinner jacket. He looked like James Bond. And it's like, this is a 31-year-old handsome. Like,
so was he super famous over in Europe and in Africa?
He's stadium comic famous.
Really?
He's just
and nobody knows
huge.
that here.
That's great. Well, he's sold out like a ton of shows at Cobb's. Meanwhile, tickets are still available if you want to go to Cobb's Comedy.
That's right, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. They got you working on Sunday.
I'm working on Sunday. Well, with the 3-day weekend. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's hard. We clock in early, stay late. So, he's a super popular, worldwide, international comedian. You know?
Hey, did you?
I'm just a kid from the Sunset District.
How come you didn't get the Daily Show as the host? You're on the other show.
That's why I did.
Okay.
Not because I'm ancient.
I thought you were Paul Mercurio would have been perfect.
Paul Mercurio, that would have been a good. You take the warm-up guy and then make him.
There you go. All right.
Things that never happen.
Kind of like a union job.
You said you grew up in the Sunset District. You're a Niner fan, a Giants fan, a Warrior fan.
Yes.
And in fact, you did Trent Baalke's 50th birthday party.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's a cool guy.
They called you in to kind of roast a few people.
Yeah, we want you to come in and roast a couple guys. And,
What is up with this voice?
What? I was making fun of him right to his face. He always answers his own questions.
Is Alden Smith a good kid? Yes, he is. Absolutely. He's going to get on the right track. And
he's awesome. He's at proposing to his wife.
Will I make a good husband? Absolutely. Will you marry me? Yes, you will.
No, you're doing a Randy Macho Man Savage impression. That's all it is. So, and so I got to meet all those guys, and Rathman was there, and I'm a huge fan. So Rathman and Keena Turner. After I finished each set, I would walk and sit next to Keena Turner and his wife. Right. Trent Dilfer was there. I was lucky that I didn't know he was going to be there because I didn't write material for him. But I got to roast all these guys. So Tom Sula was there. And
are they good guys? Who are the best guys that you met on the team?
Oh, my God. Tom Sula couldn't be cooler. Right. I didn't say all the flack. He's not probably initially he's the best public speaker, and I know he got a lot of crap for that. Yeah. But he is like the coolest dude I've ever met. Yeah. And all those guys, Scouts, Ferg, the trainer, like all these guys came up and said, Jed was super cool. Jed.
Did you get any flack for laying into guys when you were?
Well, I went pretty deep too. They loved it. They were all laughing at themselves. The only one I got in trouble with was Doug Wilson, the GM of the Sharks, was there.
Good. You got to tell me this. He's my neighbor.
No way.
Yes, he's my neighbor.
Because it was all football guys with Doug Wilson there. I was like, Doug Wilson is here, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going for Doug. Excuse Doug if he has to leave early, just like the Sharks do in the playoffs every year. And that's exactly what the crowd did. It was like, that cut deep.
And what did Doug do when you said that?
No, he came up to me after. He's a good guy. He's a good dude. Nicest guy of all time. And he comes up and he's like super cool, and he's got like the best looking family I've ever seen in my entire life.
Daughters? Have you seen his daughters?
Well, and his son,
they're beauty queens. They won beauty contests.
Dude, this is a cool dude. He goes, I'm from a hockey locker room. There's nothing you can't say to me. Because it got way worse than that, too. I go, I go, Native Americans have made better trades than you. And people went crazy.
Oh, my God.
And then I looked at my
next. That might be the greatest Doug Wilson joke I've ever heard.
So he was awesome, but the football crowd didn't want to bag on somebody else because I had jokes. I went deep. I did an impression of the trainer. Yeah. I had jokes for scouts. I was like, too bad there's not a combine for barbers. What's with the mullet? Again, it was just killing people. And it was fantastic. But I had some great stuff like, ladies and gentlemen, Jim Harbaugh cannot be here tonight, folks. He wanted to come. But he's actually on a Disney cruise with his family. I have it on good authority, by the way, that he has already made Goofy cry twice. He also tried to sign Peter Pan to the practice squad as a 4-string quarterback, which is ridiculous because we already have Colt McCoy. How many Peter Pans do we need? And people they went nuts. I remember hearing Dilfer in the back goes, "Oh, this is going to be good."
You didn't have anything for Jed York, did you?
I had great stuff for Jed.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Give me your best Jed York one.
I have 2 good Jed York.
Okay.
I go, congratulations on being... Jed York is here tonight, folks. I go, congratulations on being the most successful guy in the country named Jed. Second place is a meth dealer in Fresno. I go, Jed went to Notre Dame on a My Mom Owns a Football Team scholarship.
Great stuff.
And they went nuts. But I just saw you the last time I saw you was at a Niner game. Because the reason I got that gig is I became buddies with Rob Alberino, who's the executive producer for the Niners.
He puts on the game day production.
I've never seen, I got to insight to this Niner game in that Levi Stadium. And honestly, he's a conductor.
Yes.
He's a conductor. So I went up in the booth. And we've got cheerleaders coming off in 20 seconds and go boom, 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 boom. Jumbotron now, and just it was
we got like 6-7 cameras out there,
and then they've got the wrench in the machine over here.
That's me.
And the guy with the afro that you see at the Warrior games,
James Young.
James Young.
Yeah.
You see all those guys at the Warrior game that you have seen for years. If you've been a Warrior fan, there's the PR guy.
He gets a ton of camera time.
Oh, he gets a ton.
Yeah.
And then there's my friend's dad. It's like this postal employee. I think he retired, but he does the scoreboard for the Warriors. This old man, Mr. Mayer. And it's so weird. You see all these guys, but then I walk up and I'm like, "You're everywhere." The guy with the afro.
He
is. He is
A's
everywhere.
Games, I don't think he does Giants games anymore, but A's games, Raider games, the A's, the
Niners.
Warriors,
and he just manages the clock.
He does
do?
a lot
We're
of
not sure what he
scoreboard
does.
stuff.
What does he do?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
It's mysterious.
Right now, for the Niners, he's running like a clock.
He's like Mr. Glass and Unbreakable. He's just like everywhere. Where there's just like
He's like a
who is
scoreboard guy.
Yeah. Al is playing at Cobb's Comedy Club. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows Saturday, 2 shows Sunday. Always a treat seeing you, man.
Yeah, what's awesome is a bunch of Niner fans have come out. I think Niners Nation and stuff like that are people.
I'm going to start a rumor right now that the Niners are going to be there to hear you roast the team again.
That's not going to happen.
I'm starting that rumor right now.
I'm
starting the rumor right now. Hey,
Docket is going to have me choking.
Al, thanks for coming in here, man.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Al.
Another fine product from Uranus.
That concludes the Lamont and Tonelli podcast. To hear more and everything Lamont and Tonelli, check out the website at lntworld.com.